Hi, Quadcopter 101 here. What I got for you today is a review of a new quadcopter, the F801 Headless Quadcopter. The quadcopter does come with a, well, I like it. It comes with a built-in, or one that you can attach, 2 megapixel HD camera with a swivelable lens that you can swivel up and down. I like that in a lens that comes on quadcopter, so you can look at the horizon or you can look at the ground. Now, looking at this quadcopter overall, it appears to be somewhat of a clone of the X5C, which I have right here. But if you place them side by side, you can see that this quadcopter is somewhat larger than the X5C in diameter. So I don't know why they did that. Maybe they want to improve stability of the quadcopter. We'll find out here shortly in flying. Other things with this quadcopter, it uses a 3.7 volt battery with a JST connector. The amperage on it, I believe, is, let's take a look here, hold on, 650 milliampere hour. So it's somewhat in between the H8C battery and the X5C battery. It's like a clone in between there. But they kept it, it's not a series battery, so it's a single cell battery, 3.7 volts with JST connector, red JST connectors. These are very common in some of the older quadcopters that you see. Particularly WL Toys uses these a lot. And in the future flights, I am going to try WL Toys batteries with this quadcopter. But the battery is located and inserted in the front of the case. It pops open as so, and then you slide it in into that compartment and plug it in and close it up. I'm going to do a demonstration flight right now here at the field, David Dove Field. I'm going to focus mainly on the aerobatics of this quadcopter. I'll do a little bit of a sample of its aerial video, but mainly I want to see how this thing flies in this first test flight of this quadcopter. Later flights I'll take it up in the mountains and not in the desert around us to get some better video. So I apologize for the quality of the video here. It's not much to see around here. Okay, let's take it for a flight and see how it flies. I apologize again. Before going for that flight, I haven't talked about its controller. This is the controller that comes with the F801. It's similar to the controller that you see on the F803. Actually, it probably is the exact same as the F803 controller. You control pitch and roll here. It's a Mode 2 controller, the one I got, and throttle and yaw here. These buttons are all trim buttons for pitch, and this is for roll, and these are trim buttons for throttle. It actually has throttle trim and yaw trim. Additionally, these sticks act as to activate the camera. On the right side, if you push down on this stick, that turns on the video camera. Similarly, for the left stick, let me put down the quadcopter first. For the left stick, when you push it down, that takes a still photo with the camera. This right button up here, if you do a quick click, it switches from low rate to high rate, and then click it again and go back to low rate mode for speed on the quadcopter and the yaw rate on the quadcopter, so you can do some acrobatic flying or high-speed flying if you wish. And the left button is for flipping with a quick press and push on the stick. That should do a flip. And let's see, oh, this has headless mode. So if you press down, also if you press down this right button and hold it down for 1 to 2 seconds, the quadcopter enters headless mode. And what that is whatever direction the quadcopter is pointed when you activate it becomes a base heading. And from that point on, once headless mode is activated, the direction the quadcopter is pointed is irrelevant to the direction the quadcopter is going to fly. All the movement is controlled by the pitch and roll stick. The yaw has no effect on the directional control of the quadcopter. So in effect, you can do pirouettes with yaw, or applying pitch and roll on the quadcopter, moving across the sky based solely on what's forward to that base direction, what's back from that base direction, and what's right and what's left based on the base direction. Headless mode, you know, it's a feature. It's not an important feature, I don't think, for most quadcopters, but some beginners like it. It helps them learn the basics early on, but you can also learn bad habits if you become dependent on headless mode. I particularly like headless mode mainly for night flying. It makes night flying very easy. If you pick a direction where you want to keep your quadcopter in the sky and set that as your base heading, you can pretty easily stay up in the sky without losing orientation on the quadcopter, just going by forward, back, right, and left. That's where headless mode really shines, is in night flying. Okay, now I think we're ready to take this for a demonstration flight. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Okay, quadcopter has been bowed, and as usual, to bind it, you just move the throttle up and down after turning the quadcopter on. Let's go for a flight. Okay, right away I'm going to trim the pitch. Seems to be a steady flyer, nice steady flyer. Reducing that pitch, trimming it. Let's bring it down and see how it hovers. Seems to be a nice steady flyer again. Flying it one-handed. Okay, now I'll send it around again. Playing with the yaw. I'm at low rate right now. Let's see how fast it goes at low rate. Well, it goes pretty good at low rate. But nice proportionality on the sticks of the controls. Let's go to high rate. Oh, that's some nice yaw. Do some nice funnels with this. Very maneuverable. Very nice tight funnels. Okay, so we know it's a good maneuverable flyer. Going back to low rate. Let's send it up a little bit higher and then turn on the camera. Alright, turning on the camera now. Now when the camera is on, you'll hear this beeping. Lets you know that you're recording. So this is, I'm just going to do a quick video with the camera to show what to expect. Go over by the light pole there. Again, I don't want to record too much because I don't know yet how this sucks battery power from the quadcopter. I still want to demonstrate its flight capabilities, mainly this video. Future videos, I'll spend a lot of time evaluating the camera on this quadcopter. So that's just a quickie. Let's bring it in close, and I'm going to turn off that camera as soon as it gets in closer. Hello there, quadcopter camera going off now. Okay. Let me check the light, make sure that light went back to green. It looks like it's still recording, it's still red. Let me press it again. Now it's green. So maybe that wasn't recording. Maybe this is recording. Let's set it up again. This is the camera, because I hear beeping, but it's showing green, so maybe it's not recording. We'll figure that out after it lands. I see a green light there. Pressing the button again. Now it's red light. Well, we'll find out if it's recording. If it's recording, I'll include the video with this. But again, I want to evaluate its flight capabilities. It's a nice smooth flyer, similar to the X5C in its stability. Okay, let's demonstrate the headless mode. we're going to set that direction straight ahead as the base, and then I'm going to press the right button. Now headless mode is activated, so in effect, yaw has no effect on direction. I'm putting constant yaw on the quadcopter, and that's forward, that's left, pulling it back, and to the right. So you can see, in effect, you could use this very well in night flying if you can keep it in front of you. If it gets behind you, just push forward to get it back in front of you, but you can pretty much not worry about the orientation of the quadcopter in regards to its direction of flight. It's just forward, back, right, and left. Let's go the other way. Left yaw. So headless mode feature is pretty fun for night flying, or if we're doing pirouettes like this. Pirouettes looks impressive. Just about any beginner can do this. Okay, turning off the headless mode feature here. So we're back to normal flying, where yaw is important and head forward and backward is important to the flight. Okay, one other feature this has. It's kind of a useless feature in my opinion. It's automatic flyback. You set it out and you press the left button for 1 second, it automatically flies backwards from whatever direction it's pointed. See? And to counter it, you give it forward push and a pitch. If you're in headless mode, let's set that as the base direction. And you go out downstream and you do pirouettes, and you press that button. It comes back to you, similar to a return to home feature. But again, that is dependent on setting it headless mode in front of you, or setting the direction of the headless mode. I'm turning off headless mode right now, and activating the feature, the flyback feature. Really all it does is it pulls back on the stick by pressing that button. You could do that yourself. You know, pull back on the stick and get automatic flyback. So it's kind of a useless feature, really. Okay, I still got battery power on this thing. Let's take it up again into high mode and see how it flies. It actually flies quite well. It's a very good flyer for when you get better with it and you want to do pirouettes. No, I haven't tried flips yet. I wonder if there's enough battery power for flips. Maybe not. We'll see. There we go. Press it down until you hear a beeping, and it does flips. So yes, it is a flipper too. You hear a single beep, press it down for about a half second, and you get that. And you can do the flips. So yes, this can do flips too. So, F801. Actually a nice quadcopter. Really didn't do much with the video yet. We'll do that in future flights. We'll evaluate in future flights. Let's see if there's any video. I'm activating the video feature again, going back to low rate. I'm out of battery. Okay. To stop that camera, make sure it records. But that's the F801 from HT. I think it's Hong Tai. I don't know the pronunciation, I'm sorry. But HT F801, headless quadcopter, 2 megapixel camera, flyback. It's the big brother of the little HT F803, which I did kind of like. So, okay, hope you enjoyed this review. Quadcopter 101, signing out.